7, Glacier Peak, yeah. So pretty good representation in the state rankings for both teams, and sometimes it's a matter of how things work in those first couple of games to see where things go. So the way this game started out here with a quick goal by Issaquah, if they keep the pressure up as they seem to be so far, they are taking the game to Issaquah right now for the most part. Had a couple of opportunities to score and scored on one of them. So
how come the scoreboard's not working?
Well, I'm not sure why the scoreboard's not working, and the only thing I know for sure that's not working is the flag. And we just got a word here right at the start of the game that the reason the flag isn't up is because somebody decided to cut the flagpole rope. So somebody has to climb the flagpole and reinstall the rope. So any of you soccer fans, Glacier Peak fans out there listening tonight want to climb the flagpole, I'm sure we could, well appreciated by Glacier Peak High School here. Nice little pass in down here on the front side here, and ends up with the control of Issaquah Eagles there.
So Issaquah's in the dark colors you can't read?
Issaquah's in the dark colors. It's be dark purple with almost dark purple numbers on it. Has to be turned with the light reflecting almost to catch the number off of their back. But if you're close enough like the referee is out there, I'm sure he can see their numbers pretty good.
Well, I'm glad the ref can.
But none of the rest of us can until the light reflects off of it. It's like you can see right there in the front, that first young player closest to us is number 2 there, Theo Walker, who scored the goal for the Issaquah Eagles there. Glacier Peak getting something started here. The ball centered into the middle. Unfortunately, it's blocked out, and the second kick is blocked out, and that was almost a handball, but it wasn't. Good defense by the Eagles, and the Grizzlies had an opportunity there to score and didn't get the ball in the goal. But just like that, that can happen with a ball in front of the goal and a little bit of a slip there. And the Grizzlies again pick up control of the ball here on the far side. That's Wyatt Miller over there trying to handle the ball back to the mid. Down this side here to Jesse Granadas. Good first to the ball move there by number 20, Liam Bruno, for the Eagles to capture that ball, but once again back in Issaquah control. Far side over there, Connor Seed. And that ball is going to go out of bounds off of the Grizzlies for a throw-in. Issaquah Eagles. 1-0 Eagles scored quickly early in this match with just about 39:50 left to go on the clock, which is like in the first 10.
Yeah, it was pretty quick right out of the gate.
Yeah.
In fact, we were waiting for the stream to start, and
Yeah.
I think it got in there before the stream started.
So you think we got live on air when it started, or right after?
I think right after.
Right after. So those of you watching live did not see that, but if you want to see it, it'll be on the replay. You can tune in and watch it after this is over again tonight right away. So Connor Seed controlling out in midfield there, doing a good job feeding the ball back out. I think that's
yeah, you don't know.
Yeah, that's Spencer Pettit over there. I kind of thought it was him. I couldn't quite tell for sure, but it looked like him running, and he just got tackled and taken down, and no call. And there's a shot on goal. That hit the goal post and dropped down, did not get in. Should have been a goal for Issaquah or for Glacier Peak, and just by the luck of the draw, that didn't drop in the goal, dropped out of the goal after hitting that top bar. So all of a sudden here in the last couple of minutes, Issaquah is kind of letting down, or Glacier Peak's picking up the pace here. So the Grizzlies are...
I guess that's why they have the non-conference games right away.
Yeah, I got to figure out how the team's going to actually play when it's on the line. So it's.
I think it's probably pretty good for all four teams for both teams to be playing each other because they're both ranked, and it'll be a good experience for them.
Definitely, good comment. Yeah, both teams ranked in the top 10 soccer state. So it'll be interesting to see how that holds up as the year goes on. Obviously, whoever wins this game probably will not change their ranking, and perhaps not even lose their ranking if it's a very close game here. There's Glacier Peak with a nice feed ball, but that's going to be offsides.
Is that traveling?
Grizzlies. Number 10, Roddy Prescott, was running a little bit high there.
I think it should be called traveling.
Traveling? Traveling's what you do when you go to a game at another school. or when you go to Hawaii, which is a nice warm place, warmer than it is here tonight. So anyway, it's not really cold. It's just chilly because there's a dampness in the air and a slight breeze, and probably in the 42-degree range here tonight. Probably a nice temperature for running around playing soccer out there. And that rain that came through during the JV game has subsided. So
I think it's time to revisit the whole stadium idea up here.
Covered stadium?
Yeah.
High school covered stadium. You got to be in Texas to get that. There's a ball out of bounds. Looks like it'll be Eagle throw in here. Looks like a referee down here is having a conversation with a young player, number 2 there. That's the Theo Walker, who's limping a little bit, but he gets told the referee he was fine. He's still limping. He'll shake it off. Inbound throw controlled by Glacier Peak. Almost got the feed through there. That's what I call a hard head rebound. Bounce that ball back there. Issaquah takes the ball outside the box and kicks it up the line. Down the middle, controlled there by Cage Robert for Grizzlies momentarily.
Robert, that sounds like a soccer name, doesn't it?
Yeah. Almost caught the goalie off guard there. Guessed wrong instead of guessing right. Could have been disastrous there for the Issaquah goalie if he had made the mistake on that one.
Well, it seems like Glacier Peak's woken up a little bit here.
Yeah, kind of getting a little more control, getting a little more pass white to white. Not quite doing a lot of kickball. Settling down here quite a bit. And I think Kyle Beach is kind of talking to him about that. Kyle Beach being the coach here for Glacier Peak Grizzlies tonight. And every night. Head coach for the Eagles is Kyle Tetro. Didn't get a chance to talk to either of the coaches before the game tonight, but I'm sure they're as anxious as they are, as the players are, to find out what they're made of here tonight. So
I was disappointed it was raining when I left for here tonight because I have a new STSPN flag and a flag pole and a mount in the truck for the pole.
And you
how about that?
And
I'm not going to fly it in the rain because I don't know how
was
great.
it made of paper?
Well, it's not, but you just don't. It is something that's been printed locally, so I just didn't want to trust the colors.
Didn't want to wait until colors got set.
Right. I wanted at least to have one sunny day where it's out.
Yeah, okay. Well, good idea. Well, we'll be back out here again with another soccer match, I'm sure, and get that flag up flying.
Hey, did you notice the girls, Glacier Peak girls softball being built out there?
You mean the field?
Their dugout?
Oh, no, I didn't look over there and see that.
Yeah, Lowe's donated all the supplies, and it's being rebuilt in brick.
Oh, good. Well, this one got a little damaged, didn't it?
It got burned down.
Yeah.
I don't know who burns down a dugout.
Oh, there was a push-off on one of the Issaquah Eagle players there. A little discussion going on. A little finger pointing down there by one of the Grizzlies. And going to be a free kick there. Taken, looks like, by Spencer Pettit, the long ball kicker.
He got a school too, didn't he?
He did, yeah.
Where's he going?
I think it was Nevada, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Not 100% sure. That's what I remember hearing at one time. So, that's a nice long kick all the way downfield here. Oh,
actually, the camera work has settled down a little bit too.
That ball almost got past the goalie down there. Just barely saved it from going off the end line for a corner kick. Would have been our first corner kick of the night had it been there. But it didn't happen. So, nevertheless, it's a throw-in. Here's the first substitution of the game. 2 players coming in for the Issaquah Eagles. And if we could read their numbers, I could tell you who they were. But I can't.
Black and dark purple.
Yeah. I didn't think I'd need to bring the
binoculars?
The binoculars tonight. For reading things, but appears that we could have. Lots of long ball kicking going on out here by both teams tonight, and need to really settle down and make those short passes, a few give and goes, and right now Glacier Peak is trying to do that, and there's a set up the middle, look to pass back.
I don't think they want to try and get it through the middle, guys. See, they want to try and skip that part.
Well, they want to get it around and do a give and go like that was supposed to be a give and go, but it didn't.
It didn't go?
Wasn't at the right spot, you know. Soccer's not like basketball. Basketball, you pass the ball to somebody and he's usually there and catches it. Soccer, they seem to pass it sometimes where nobody is and they don't catch it when they're not there. So makes a big difference, even though the games are played a lot similar in many ways with screening, defense, passing. It's amazing how similar some of the things are between soccer and basketball.
Does your granddaughter plan on going out for soccer again next year?
She is. Yep. She's playing soccer for a select team this year right now. And, in fact, they're going to Las Vegas tomorrow for a big college viewing tournament. So she'll be in a nice little, hopefully warmer climate than here this week.
Well, we should get her in here for some color.
Yeah. Well, if she wasn't, it's funny you should say that because I was wondering if she could have come tonight, and she would have, except she has her first night of basketball practice because she's also playing on a select basketball team for the spring league. So between soccer and basketball, kid's pretty busy. And I think she goes to school too and has a little homework now and then.
A little homework now and then?
So, yeah, you practice after school and then you practice at night for something else and then you got homework to do and, That's your real job is your homework. Your soccer and your basketball is your play work.
I thought it was video games.
There's a nice shot. Oh, pretty good attempt by the goalie to get up and knock that one up and over the goal. And that was a nice, hard shot. And I'm not sure who that was. That might have been Connor. Might have been Connor, but I'm not sure it was. We'll see if some of the fans holler out who that was. Glacier Peak corner off the far side over there. Scoring opportunity here for Glacier Peak. The ball's curving up forward into the goal off the head of number 10 and down on the ground. Back up in that gear again. Headers are galore down there and finally cleared out to the Cage Robert on the far side, and the ball still not in control as finally the Eagles clear it downfield out of danger, at least from getting a score easily off of a bad rebound down there. But just like that, quickly the Grizzlies come back down, and that ball has been kicked out of bounds on the far side by Issaquah. To slow things down, will be a Grizzly throw-in over there.
I'm thinking that if it wasn't so windy, we could put up the STSPN quadcopter.
The quadcopter? Run the camera down there. There's lines and signaling offsides Issaquah, or offsides Glacier Peak, I mean. Issaquah will get
How can he be offsides all the way down here? I thought they had guys everywhere there.
He was offsides on that play they were setting up there, and he should have known better, but he didn't, or didn't get away with it in either case.
I don't think that rule necessarily makes sense to me, because that's like if you're passing the football and say, no, you can't catch that because there's no defender down there to block it.
Because you're behind the defender?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, wouldn't that be quite a deal? Couldn't run behind the defender and catch the football in a football game. That's one of those rules that soccer has, and you and the other people are not, oh, look out, goalie, here's a chance to get something happening there. And Issaquah couldn't quite get control of the ball down there. Unfortunately, or fortunately for the Grizzlies, that ball didn't get shot on goal. Yes. Back in.
I lost the ball.
Ball's down here.
Oh, there it is.
A long ball. That's a good run. He wasn't offsides, but just couldn't quite get there before the goalie got there. Nice attempt here. 20 minutes and 40 seconds left remaining in this first period, about halfway through the first period. Still no score by the Grizzlies, one score by the Issaquah Eagles, who back in the day were known as the Indians, but not in this day any longer. That ball go out of bounds here on the near side. Glacier big throw in. Over the head there. Riley Prescott.
It was like a check. It's like hockey, man.
There's a nice feed out there by Connor. Oh, no, yeah. I think that was Riley Prescott. I think he was thinking about shooting, and he kind of just hit that one a little bit, and it went out of bounds on the other side. Got a little bit anxious there, but he had a teammate on the far side he could have dropped it off to, and or taken one more dribble and a harder shot at goal. But in the heat of the moment, took that first shot and just kicked it. But the Grizzlies are getting a lot of opportunities here. And speaking of opportunity, there's 3-on-2 cleared out to far side by the Grizzlies.
It's too bad the scoreboard doesn't work.
Well, it works, but it doesn't say what the score is for the guests, so only the fans know, and our viewers know because we told them.
Well, we've got our scoreboard up.
And we got our scoreboard up. So. Well, so far it's been pretty clean game. Not a lot of physical contact by either teams here tonight. Been a couple.
Well, there's a good check right here in the middle.
Yeah, there's some good check.
I might pull that out for like a highlight.
Yeah, but overall the game's being played pretty cleanly. Haven't really had but one pushing whistle was down there that I recall. There's a long ball. Issaquah is not offsides as they try to clear to it. And they've got the ball in front of the goal, but they don't have it now as it was cleared out by the Grizzly defenders. And a lot of hard work down there, and that was Kevin Duan who took Grizzly off the sideline on the far side, and then we got Issaquah player number 11 limping down here. That's Ian Salmon. I hope it's Salmon. It looks like Salmon. And linesman says it's going to be a Grizzly throw-in, which it is. There's a long ball popped downfield. And that ball's kicked out of bounds there as Riley Prescott was pressing hard to get control of that. However, he will chase it down the far track into the corner and bring it back in for a Grizzly throw-in, which he's going to hand off back here, I believe, to Jesse Granados. And Jesse just dropped it back into Prescott. And there's a long ball up in front of the goal, which is a good idea. There's a shot on goal right to the goalie. So Grizzlies getting some action down here and some good shots on goal, but unfortunately that was right where the goalie was standing. And he was able to grab onto that good. And that ball's out of bounds on the far side for a Grizzly throw in. And lots of head ball, ping pong, bang, 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 no control. If we can throw this in and get control of it here now, that will be very helpful. Now Grizzlies have control, but lose it quickly. So Issaquah controlling up the middle, down the side. And there's the first boot through, and that you lose control of long shots like that. That ball, that was Cameron Owen there, or Riley Wilkin, I think that was. Yeah, wrong number. Riley thought that was off of the Grizzlies, and I think it might have been, but the referee couldn't see it that way. Nice movement in there by Connor Seed as he gets that ball clearly cleaned off the far side over there. Unfortunately dropped off of the Grizzly out of bounds. And just like that, you turn the ball back over. So in basketball, we call those turnovers. In soccer, I like to call them turnovers as well. Anytime you boot the ball out of bounds when you have control of it. So I don't keep track of those stats very well, but I think there's a lot of turnovers in soccer.
Well, unlike other sports, well, maybe football, but like basketball, like you said, they pass it right to each other. Yeah. They don't usually have wind kind of pushing the ball one direction or the other either.
No, don't spin, or they don't have water involved with how fast it rolls and stuff like that. So, but it's you have to play the game to really realize that it's not as easy as it might seem it is. So,
what was that, offsides?
Out of bounds. That'd be just a little bit too long lead over there. But for those of you who've ever played this game, you know it's difficult to play, and sometimes depends a lot on the conditions and a little bit of luck in many cases. You're a Sounder fan. I think if you followed the Sounders game last week, Sounders scored early on and ended up losing the game, I think 3-2, and a couple of strange.
Was that on Sunday?
Goals, yeah. A couple of strange goals happened there, and so you never know, even at that level, how things are going to turn out. You might dominate the whole game, and just the luck of the bounce, it would go in, just like the shot that went off the crossbar and bounced down a while ago for the Grizzlies and did not go in. Could have just easily bounced down and gone in. Or the shot that went off of the goalie's hands and up over the bar. He just barely got up over the bar. If he had not quite got a good hand on it, it would have gone still in. So lots of little strange things happen in this game, which is what some people think is interesting. Well, that ball kind of looked out, but the linesman was right there who said it wasn't. Lots of hollering off the bench over there.
Oh, I think there's a little holding there for a second.
There might have been a little grabbing onto. Now Grizzlies got control of the ball up front over there. Nice pass on the far side. You get a control, drop it in front of the goal. We need a chance here. Good passing over there by the Grizzlies. There's the shot trying to get it up in front of the goal, and dribbled and bounced off of a Issaquah defender right into the hands of the Issaquah goalie, stopping that threat momentarily. There's a nice lead forward there. Riley goes after it, gets a little trip down. I think he's going to be all right. They're both down. Riley's thinking about getting up. The referee comes over to see what's going on. The Issaquah player is down there holding his ankle. Might have got scraped up. He's standing up, but not sure what his condition is. He hasn't moved, but he's working on that ankle, working on his shin guard there. Yeah, I think he's going to be all right.
Do they do a little flopping here in soccer like they do in basketball?
Yeah, sometimes, not necessarily. I think you get kicked a lot here, and then it takes a while for the pain to subside to the point where you forget about it. That's number 20 down there, Liam Bruno, that was limping, and he seems to be running fine right now as that pain has probably subsided a little bit. There's a shot on goal, a little bit too high off the top of the bar for the Grizzlies. And just like that, I said earlier, it can just quickly happen. That ball a little bit lower, a little bit wider, would have been out of the reach of the Issaquah goalie. 10 minutes and 37 seconds remaining in this first period here tonight. Hope you're enjoying watching the inaugural broadcast here from Glacier Peak High School. First game of the season. So Grizzlies substitution here. I think he's number 3, Christopher Day, came into the game here with basically 10 minutes remaining in this first period.
We'd like to welcome back for spring prep sports Action Jackson Plumbing. They'll be the sponsor of the halftime again.
Excellent. Action Jackson always out there ready to fix your plumbing needs, whatever they might be.
Well, if you got girls, it's probably more than average.
Yeah.
Not that I said that out loud.
No, I don't know what you even meant. Lots of long hair in the drain. I think that's what you meant.
That is right.
Yeah. So more substitutions here for the Issaquah Eagles. That ball's out of bounds on the far side here. Getting ready to start back in play here. And another ball kicked out of bounds over there by the Grizzlies. I think that breeze is picking up a little bit more than it was earlier, but not enough to...
How'd you like the umbrella wall there? Is that a good idea or what?
Yeah, that's a good idea. I put those up. You brought the one, I brought the other one up there, so we're blocking the breeze pretty good here in the booth. We're in the outdoor booth.
We are in the outdoor booth.
The heater's not on.
the press booth is unavailable.
Yeah, we got to start getting those wood sticks nailed and screwed together around here, so
that's what I'm saying. Get
the heat back on. Get the protection down. Looks like a corner over there now for the Issaquah Eagles. 9:20 left to go. Good scoring opportunity threat here as that ball's up over in front of the goal, and no one quite got their head on it. And looks like the Grizzlies are going to run down the near side. As Growley got tripped up there without the ball. I think that should have been a call. He thinks so too.
Well, I think that's the second time for him, isn't it?
Well, you can't trip him without the ball. You can trip him with the ball. Oh, he did call it. Well, no, it's just a throw-in. The referee is calling it here. What's he calling? Free kick or inbounds? I think he's just calling a throw-in as we have a substitution here for the Eagles. That's number 2, Theo Walker, who's leaving the game, and I can't tell you who's coming in unless he turns around and lets the light shine off his flashy numbers pretty quickly here.
Maybe it's JJ.
JJ, I think it's...
Or somebody really likes JJ anyway.
DJ, yeah.
DJ or JJ?
I think it's number 6. Austrian Adrian Diaz, I think, if that's number 6, if I'm seeing that correctly, and I think I am. He just came into the game. And Number 13, J.J. Duzin, came in for the Grizzlies. That's who J.J. is. You heard somebody hollering for J.J.?
Probably his mama.
I think it was a young female voice.
Was it younger?
Young female voice. But it could have been an older female voice.
Well, you're a little bit old, so you probably don't really recognize that.
A little.
Everybody's young, right?
Everybody's young, yeah. No problem with that. Closing in on the 5-minute remaining mark here in this first period. Ball inbounds. A little bit of body contact there, not called by the ref. It's allowed that to happen. Long ball being chased down on the far side by Grizzlies, but easily handled over there by Spencer Pettit and put out of bounds to slow things down. Will be a Eagle throw in once they retrieve that ball from back there by the fence. By the way, it's in the JV game, somebody booted one over that fence. So down the hill on the other side of them, there's a soccer ball. I don't know if anybody ever went after it or not, but
well, I'm not sure anybody wants to go down that long hill.
Yeah, it's down there a long ways, and there's no gate in the fence, so.
Well, there is over here,
you gotta
right
go,
there.
Yeah, you got to come clear back here and then go around there.
Right. Because the football players, they have to jog up and down that hill.
Oh, they do?
In the summer.
Yeah. Well, that's probably good for them, but on a wet night like this, I wouldn't want to be sliding down that hill looking for a soccer ball. Look at that ball skid and bounce off that wet turf out there. Just like picked up speed after it hit the ground. And there's Alex Bergerson went down. He just tripped down. I didn't see him. I just saw him on the ground. So Eagles playing catch here in the back field a little bit, trying to feed forward here. Good ball control and double team by the Grizzlies and took it away from them. Look at a little too cute back there. Nice pass inside. That ball is shot out of bounds by Eagles over here. Reflection off of that, number 24, Duncan Burkwood, in on the action there, putting the ball out of bounds. That was JJ handling the ball there, cross field. And booted out of bounds again by the Eagles over there. So we close in on 3 minutes and 38 seconds.
We've got Glacier Peak Snohomish girls softball tomorrow.
If it doesn't rain on them, huh?
4 o'clock.
If it doesn't rain, huh?
Yeah, well, that's what they say, but the weather looks like it's not too bad.
Well, it should be clear enough for tomorrow. There's a shot in front of goal. There should be there it is, a Grizzly goal there. And who was that? Number 1? Turn around so I can see who you are. I think that was number 1, Miles Johnston, who got that goal.
Miles Johnson?
Johnston. See if the PA announcer agrees with me. He's usually good at that. Yeah, I think he did. Mr. Hershek said it was mild. I believe him. 1-1. This game's all tied up here with 2:38 remaining in this first half of play. Grizzlies picking things up good. There's a nice feed through. And that should have been a foul. It should have been a foul. That was after the ball was gone. Come on, ref, where are you? Got JJ down on the ground over here after that hit. I'm not sure why the ref didn't call that. He was closer than I was, and it was pretty obvious up here to me.
It was. That was after.
No ball anywhere near that when he took his legs off from under him. And a couple of the Grizzly players down there
pleading their case.
Pleading their case to the ref. However, I'm sure to no avail. That's Spencer Pettit's down there making his case as well. He's the captain, but
you never really know with soccer, though, because, I mean, you can see every once in a while it'd be like they walk down there and then all of a sudden, out comes the card.
Yeah. Anyway, we got a corner kick here, and Spencer's taking that. Well, he way overshot that one, but dropped down on the far side and went out of bounds off of a Grizzly, and will be.
Well, the wind is heading that way.
Yeah.
So it's not surprising that we're getting a lot of balls going out of bounds on the other side.
Yeah, getting a good clip down there. So there's somewhere less than 2 minutes left to go in this game, and the official scoreboard on the field stopped because it's not official. And the official time is kept on the field by the referee. So we'll see what's going to happen here. It looks like
Well, it's good that the clock is working on the scoreboard anyway.
Yeah, it's working, but it's stopped now as the Grizzlies are going to get a free kick from the far side over there on about the 27 or the 17-yard line of the football field. And there's the ball up in front of the goal off of.
Well, that looked pretty close to me.
Yeah, it was a good kick off the head of Issaquah there. And a far side ball down on the far side. And just like that, Issaquah is going to bring the ball down and get a shot on goal. And missed wide. And that just was like a total letdown on the defensive side because they were all down there looking to score. And there was nobody down there fast enough to keep up with that young man. However, is going to get a corner out of that, looks like, for the Eagles. Let's see where they. Yeah. There's the corner up in front off of the Grizzly, cleanly shot down. There's some grabbing. Look at the grabbing going on there. Come on, ref. The whole sideline and the fans are hollering about that. So interesting that those aren't being called either by the linesman or the referee because they're right down there visibly in front and could easily be called. However, there's a rule in soccer which says that if it's called an advantage rule, even though he's grabbing him, if he's not really stopping him, he gives him the opportunity to go forward. The referee can let that go, as they say. And I'm not sure that was advantage that last time, but it happens. And that ball's out of bounds off of the Eagles, but the referee says it's halftime. So at the end of the first period, Issaquah Eagles 1, Glacier Peak Grizzlies 1. We have a tie here, so we're going to take a halftime break here.
Action Jackson
halftime break, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes for the start of the second half of this soccer game here tonight. This is Ron Henthorne, Todd Elvig here running the board, the game, the camera, and the clock. We'll see you in about 10.
Clogged drain? Other plumbing problems? Call Action Jackson Plumbing for 24-hour service. Owned by a lifetime Edmonds resident and Edmonds Woodway grad, Action Jackson is the drain cleaning specialist. They can unclog most internal drains for only $99 plus tax. Call 425-877-5601 or visit actionjacksonplumbing.com.
exams not only allow your optometrist to improve the quality of your vision by changing the prescription of your glasses or contact lenses, but also to assess your overall eye health. Even if you see clearly now, it does not mean your eyes are healthy or won't change over time.
Clogged drain? Other plumbing problems? Call Action Jackson Plumbing for 24-hour service. Owned by a lifetime Edmonds resident and Edmonds Woodway grad, Action Jackson is the drain cleaning specialist. They can unclog most internal drains for only $99 plus tax. Call 425-877-5601 or visit actionjacksonplumbing.com.
Whoa, let me get back here. Off to get the hot chocolate. The game started when I wasn't looking. 1-1 as we start the second period here with 15 seconds into the match. Grizzlies coming on strong at the end of that first period. That ball is
Going off.
going off the end line, I think. Linesman signaling a corner kick right out of the gate here for the Grizzlies. So look past the umbrellas down to the corner.
Well, the umbrellas are keeping us mildly less cold.
Mildly less cold. There's the corner up in front. Off the head of a Grizzly up in the air. Bouncing around on the ground still. And cleared out somewhat. That's a handball, not called.
Thank you for the soda, by the way.
You're welcome. You can drink something cold on a night like this. You can have it. I'm having a hot chocolate. But could be worse. Could be raining. Could be wind. A lot more windy than it is right now. So
Well, we can't tell because we have our windbreak.
yeah, we have our umbrella break. Oh. There's a shot way wide top.
I don't know where that was going.
Well, that was a shot on goal with overshot and way down the backside of the track. Be a goal kick here for Issaquah Eagles from the far right side of the field as we're looking on. Chocolate's good.
Yeah, on a cold night like tonight.
Yeah. Grizzlies just kind of playing around down here. There's a long ball trying to get a little more offense going.
Maybe they cooled off too much during the half.
Well, going to be a free kick for the Grizzlies out there. And that's going to be taken by Spencer Pettit, who has the capability of scoring from there, and last year did score from about the 40-yard line. Ran into his father up there at the concession stand while I was getting my hot chocolate. He was getting his popcorn.
Thought I recognized him.
There's Spencer with a nice curveball right down into the front and bounced into the hands of the goalie.
I like that view of the ball there. It was almost like looking down home plate and watching that curveball from a pitcher.
Yeah, you look good. He went right around everybody else, but didn't go anywhere but right to the goalie. That must have been a handball over there, or was out of bounds. Out of bounds.
They should have like hand signals so that you can, it's like with football,
What the penalty is? Or,
Yeah, that's exactly right.
yeah.
Say, what was the whistle?
Oh.
They could give you a kind of a.
Yeah. Now we got to be able to see around the corner sometimes. There's a free ball down the side. If he can get to it, did not get to the inbounds pass. Off the end line will be a goal kick for Eagles here. 1-1, like again, as we start into this second period here of this inaugural soccer match here for the Grizzlies and the Eagles here tonight.
Both clubs a very well matched game.
I think it is a good match game, and of course 1-1 is kind of showing that out. Shots on goal here tonight have been a little bit even. I think I didn't actually keep track of them because I couldn't keep stats as well. But I think my memory says that it's about even shots on goal by both teams here tonight. So,
Is that because it's just too cold to have your hands out writing, or?
yeah, well, every time I put my head down to write something, you can't see anything. So we need a statistician to keep track of shots on goal and keep track of other things. So. Quickly thrown in by the Grizzlies down midfield here. And there's a...
something.
It's going to be a penalty called there.
The ref is talking to him about something.
Yeah, I think that's going to be... He's talking to Jamie Corlin there. I could read that number as he turned around, number 5. And it gives another free kick, and Spencer Pettit puts that way, way down.
I think he was looking at the goalpost.
Oh, he was hoping to get that in the goalpost,
Yeah.
and that was into the wind. I think if that would have been...
You tell him, say, listen, this is not, this is the other kind of football, right? This is soccer. Don't be trying to
Yeah.
do a field goal.
Well, if he can kick it down there that far into the goal, that's a good place to kick it. So I thought that was a nice shot.
You know what's handy is that the yellow ball. I like that. It helps me follow it. You have to tell somebody that, say thank you very much for that.
For the yellow ball?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Don't know why they chose yellow balls tonight, but they did.
Or are they different colors, different nights?
They can be white, yeah. Normally are white. Oh, that was good. That's going to be a Grizzly throw in.
I think Spencer's doing a little extra double duty tonight. He seems to be everywhere.
Yeah, he's the captain of the team. He's playing strong defense. Another Grizzly throw-in taken by Spencer Pettit here down the line. Oh, that ball was stopped by the referee. Almost took him down. I think
He's got to call himself for that one.
He lifted up one foot trying to get out of the way, but he couldn't quite do it. He almost fell down in the process, but that'll be a highlight reel for you. Now, there's a handball. Did not get called. The referee did call it. Good job. Can't tell whether he called it or not because you can't really hear the whistle up here that well.
Kind of whistle. I think that those are the kind of whistles that don't have the little ball in them.
It tweets a little bit.
Yeah, just goes.
Yeah. Well, Spencer's on the other side of here with a 50-yard shot down to the goal, and that ball is going sailing right at the goalie.
Wow.
The head of Issaquah Eagle. Unfortunately, that was it.
Now we know why he got the scholarship for kicking.
Yeah. He's got a nice shot. Anytime you can kick a 54-yard field goal when you're in high school, you've got some talent.
That's what I'm talking about. And he's a good kid.
He's a great kid. Got a good grade point average and all that good stuff.
He's been a good friend to STSPN for all these years.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry to
See him go.
see him leave our team because he's in there with good interviews and good support. There's a ball in front of the goal. If you can get a white foot on it. Oh, got a black foot on it. Oh, unfortunately, that ball went out of bounds on the far side for the Grizzlies. Eagles are going to get a chance to throw it in almost to midfield and see if they can get something going here. Don't think the Eagles have come out with quite as much persistence here or aggression as the Grizzlies have.
They're waiting for the final 2 minutes.
You never know. They just seem to not be going to the ball quite as quickly as they were early on. We'll see if it picks up. I'm sure the coach will be over there looking at what's going on.
It seems like a lot of these games, like when we were doing them last year, is that last couple of minutes, if the game's tied or even close, it's a shootout.
Well, they do get a little more excited and get a little more urgent, obviously, as things go to the end. We'll see. So far, The Eagles haven't pressed very far downfield to take a shot this half. But I don't want to jinx anybody on the Grizzly team by saying that, because they're moving in that direction right now. Yep, that ball's off a Grizzly on the far side.
I can't imagine having to run all this. I'm tired just watching them run.
You got to get in youthful shape to get out there and play that game.
Yeah, well, youthful, that was 40 years ago now, I think.
40 years ago? Yeah, that was about 40 years ago for me, too. Yeah. Looks like going to have a Eagle throw in on the far side over there at about the 10-yard line. He can probably throw it clear to the goal. Most of these young men can. So see what he does. He's almost up to the goal, and he does get it in there in front. He booted out of there by the Grizzlies. But a throw-in in high school basketball or high school soccer, they can throw it all the way up to the goal when they're down there. It's almost as good as a corner kick as a throw-in on the near sideline close to the goal line. First to the ball by Grizzlies. That's the difference in the way this game's being played here. And there's a knockdown, takedown, pushdown, and that's going to go against the Grizzlies. I think it was a tackle without the ball over there called by the referee. Let's see what kind of a foot the Issaquah Eagles have here. They're going to be kicking the ball from the 50-yard line. Theoretically, they should be able to kick it up in front of the goal. But he cannot and does not, or chooses not to. And
Nope, what was that?
That was a grab on an Eagle there, so that'll be a free kick from the Grizzlies right there, and they put it quickly back in play without even taking the time. There's a ball up in front of goal. Turn and shoot. Turn and pass. Oh, got taken away. Got a little too cute, but well done. Good defense there by the Issaquah Eagle player there. And there's going to be a call there on the Issaquah Eagles number 5. He's throwing his hands up in the air. Jamie Corlin doesn't think he did anything wrong, but he did, because he was rolling around kicking at the player instead of kicking at the ball, and he's getting talked to by the referee there, or he's arguing with the referee and discussing his situation with him, and they're walking down the field talking. And if he keeps talking to the referee, he might find himself with a card. And the referee says, "Here we go." And there's Spencer again with that long ball. Again, it's a Issaquah player with his head on the ball, but controlled back in by the Grizzlies. Drop back, should get it up in the middle, maybe, possibly. Has the ball sort of up in front of the goal. There's a shot on goal. No. Back in the middle on the far side. Turn and shoot. Turn and pass. Grizzlies looking good. They've got a lot going on up there, but they aren't getting the ball in, but they're keeping it up there. And Eagles playing strong defense, heavy defense, 4-man, 5-man defense down there, which is making it more difficult to make anything happen. It's almost like the Eagles have gone into more of a prevent defense mode here. Again, the Grizzlies got the ball down in front of the goal, but getting cleared out by. Nicely done there by Wyatt. Going to be a contact foul there against against the Eagles, and Spencer again is going to kick this. He's going to.
I like that. He's doing the same thing as he does for football. He's kind of lining it up.
I thought he was going to kick him in the back with the ball, but he's going to lay that up in front of the goalie. A nice curveball bouncing in front of the goalie.
Right to him.
Yep. Unfortunately, if that ball had gotten up in the air a ways, that would have been a nice curving ball over the far post. Okay, just first time we've seen the Issaquah Eagles down here on this end of the field for a little while. They seem to be passing and controlling the ball pretty good. Got it in front of the goal. There's a little chip shot up in front, right off the goalie, and that's going to barely miss going in. I'm not sure why that didn't go in.
That was scary there, wasn't it?
And the linesman over there has got his flag up. I think he's calling offsides. I'm not sure what he's got his flag up for, unless he's signaling that his signal for corner kick, because it is a corner kick for the Eagles here. As the Grizzlies line up in post defense here, man on man. Let's see if they can't prevent any Eagle heads from getting on the ball here. And there's one right up in front of the goal. There's a Grizzly head on the ball. And cleared out by the Grizzlies, back in. Oh, he's offside, so won't matter. And he kicked the ball away anyway. First substitution here in this half looks like Wyatt Miller is leaving for the Grizzlies. Entering the game at number 13, Tucker Davis. It is number 13, Tucker Davis, with the bright green shoes coming into the game for the Grizzlies here. Free kick off the offsides. Spencer Pettit should lay this ball about 50 yards down the field here. The referee's having some words over there on the far side with the Issaquah coach about something which we will remain unknown about. Eagles in control here. That ball is shooting down the far side. Good defense by the Grizzlies to get that ball cleared out. Oh, there's an easy ball down to the goalie. The ball's going to not get away. Spence. Oh, a nice try down there on the far side to lay it down the line. And bounced off the back of one of the Issaquah Eagles. Should be a throw-in, and Spencer Pettit will throw it in. Let's see if you throw it in far, near, or where. Long way down the far side. Eagles controlling so far. That ball's going to go off an Eagle out of bounds.
I smell a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
You do? I don't see one, but I wouldn't mind having one. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I had a hot dog for dinner. That's what mine was.
That was your supper?
That was my supper, my dinner.
Was it one of the good Jackson kind? Or was it just kind of a sad little...
You know, the Grizzlies supporters over here got the good, long, big jumbo dogs this year. You know?
Oh, good.
So they were pretty good for a dog. Oh, good ball. Kicked the ball in. No, up and over. That was a good possible scoring opportunity there, but I think it went off of somebody's hand and will be a free kick down there for the Eagles. 21 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the second and final period of the inaugural soccer match here tonight for the Grizzlies. Finding their way here. There's the substitutions for the Eagles. As number 5, Jamie Corlin went out, and number 2, Theo Walker, back in for the Eagles. There's a ball falling down the far side off the end line. Will be a goal kick for the Grizzlies. 20
It's
minutes.
too bad that scoreboard's not working. You'd think that the school district would take a little bit better care of Glacier Peak, but
Well,
you notice a lot of things up here are broke.
I don't know when it got broken, but it's not working right now. Long ball down to the hands of the
Right in his hands.
goalkeeper for Eagles. Spencer Pettit jumps in the middle of that one. Gets the ball back out. There's a long ball going down. Far side will go off the sideline. And it'll be a throw-in down here on the very near sideline on about the one.
See, that was like about a ball length.
Yeah. See how far he'll make him go back. Referee did not make him go back as far as that went out, which is fine. There's the ball back to the goalie. Has to clear that one out. Any missed kick there would have been danger. There's another long boot. That'll go back to the Issaquah goalie and a nice little easy bounce. I think it's
I don't think that's the Issaquah goalie.
oh,
That'd be the GP goalie.
the GP goalie, yeah. That's what I meant.
Well, I knew what you meant.
Yeah. And now it's going to be a good D, yeah. Eagles pushing hard down there now. Lost the ball, unfortunately for them, but fortunately for the Grizzlies, that ball's down the far side. And quickly got 2-on-3. There's a ball in front. Easy goal, easy possibility, and bounce quickly into the hands of the goalie. Nice try there. Really well done. Good effort. Good idea by the Grizzlies there to get that ball down and get an attempt on goal. You don't get much closer than that without scoring. And that ball's going to be carried on the far side over there by the Grizzlies. Now, nice little control. Plenty of time. Back to White, not to Black. Pass to White.
Not that we have a favorite.
Oh, we are a favorite. Yeah. I'm a Grizzly favorite. That's why we're here at the Grizzly High School tonight here in Snohomish.
Aren't you glad that put this little tent up earlier?
Yeah, I'm glad I put it up. It wouldn't be here. It'd be raining on us part of the time. We got a tent to cover our heads and some umbrellas to block the wind. We're first class here. We haven't been this good since we were over to Bothell High School.
Yeah, boy, don't they have a nice outfit over there?
Yeah.
That is just something.
Were we up on the upper deck? Remember we put
Yep.
all the plywood up and all that
Oh
stuff?
no, that's Everett.
Oh, no, wasn't
You're
that
talking about
is
Everett Memorial.
Oh, that's Everett. We did that. Yeah, we put all the plywood up at Everett. Yeah.
I thought you were talking back when we did Bothell, and they lay out candy bars and water and
Oh yeah.
little towel there and everything.
Yeah, they took care of us at Bothell. Yeah, it was Everett. We had to put up the plywood windbreaks and build our booth up in the wind tunnel up there. But we prevail.
Yes. Of course, nobody. They're sitting at home watching it in their comfort of their living room, and they couldn't tell that it's 40 degrees out.
Yeah. That's okay. That's why they're there.
Yeah.
Where we'd all like to be, curled up with a soft chair, cold beer.
Yeah. Of course, you probably own one of those little snuggies.
No. Speaking of cold beer, we got some sponsors that serve beer this year.
We do have one in particular,
Yeah.
right down there in First Street, that Fred's Rivertown. Boy, I tell you what, I was in there and had one of their turkey bacon ranch roll-ups.
Oh man, that sounds good. That's almost as good as Asian nachos.
Those Asian nachos. Stop teasing me with those things, man. I haven't even actually tried them yet. But you guys keep telling me about it. I'm going down there.
You got to go get the Asian nachos and some Black Butte Porter and suck it up. Good stuff.
I'm trying to get him to give me some of that top shelf bourbon he's got there.
Yeah, no, you're not going to get that.
He says some of it up there is, $100 a shot.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I'm sure it is. $100.
I wouldn't know the difference between $100 and a $12
Yeah, well, you would if you had to pull out your
wallet.
Yeah. Eagles coming down here. Looks like they're going to get maybe a shot on goal. Just dribbled through there. He just almost got a good lead on it, but was
like a little check there. What is that?
Well, he got screened out by a Grizzly, and one of the Grizzly players over there is kind of holding his face and his nose. He got bumped, hit hard. I'm trying to see. Maybe his eyes are watering or something. And the ref's going to go over and talk to him now. He might even be bleeding, I think. If I had the glasses on I didn't bring, I could figure that out. It's
Can we see on the
that
screen
number?
there?
Is that number 8 or 9? What is his number?
Wow,
It's 8. I think it's Kevin. Yeah, it's number 8. It's Kevin Dwan. He was either bleeding or almost bleeding enough to the referee to go over and talk to him as the Grizzlies pull up with the possibility to get a intercept shot and a threat on goal here. Quickly moved back, dropped off the far side. Long ball up in front of the goal. Where's the goalie? He's up and he got it. That was a very, very nice shot. Nice effort by the Grizzlies, aiming for the far post, and at the same time, well done by the Issaquah goalie there, who I believe his name is Connor Hansen, as he's listed as a 0-0 player.
You see the size of those gloves they wear? Now, are the goalie's hands actually that big?
No, but helps them catch the ball better. It's like a baseball player. They got big gloves, right? Their hands aren't that big.
Well, maybe we could talk to Rowe and have him get some gloves that size for his receivers.
Yeah. No, they got to have a little more than a glove. They got to have a touch.
Yeah.
Spencer Pettit doing a good job there, keeping control of the ball as he passes it back off and up the field.
Boy, he's all over the place, isn't he?
Yep, nicely done there, controlling the ball, but ended up in the presence of the Issaquah goalie. It looked like a little ping pong match there, and then back into the goalie again. Boy, you don't blink and the ball goes bing, bing, bing.
I like that one of the fans here's colder than the Klondike out here.
Colder than the Klondike?
Yeah.
I've never seen a Klondike.
Well, maybe talk about the Klondike bar or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure if they don't have any heat in the Klondike bar, it'd be cold up there. But we've been at colder soccer games.
Oh, yeah. Windier and rainier, too.
Windier and rainier, yeah. We had one last year that was so much rain we couldn't see the other side of the field.
Yeah, remember that?
Fog. Geez.
Well, that's when they actually let us in the booth, though.
Yeah. It was,
We wouldn't have been here otherwise.
Oh, that could be a call, ref. He hit his hands on his back. He's going to call at least he's not going to call the push. He's going to call a inbounds play for the Grizzlies. Substitution here for the Grizzlies. We've got a couple players coming in. Not quite sure if I can see who they are from here. Actually got 3 players coming in, I think, and at the same time 3 going out. So maybe I'll pick up on the PA announcer here who likes to announce for the Grizzlies. See if we can figure out who they are.
I haven't heard him announce in a while. I think that they're just in there enjoying the heat.
Enjoying the heat. Keeping track of the clock. Speaking of which, 11:30 seconds left to go in here. Oh, he did call that push over there that I thought he should call.
I'm not sure that there's anything to keep track of with the clock. They start it and that's it.
Yeah, well, they got to shut it off at 2 minutes. So free kick on the far side at the goal by the Grizzlies. Way too hot and too hard and too high. And
was that our boy Spence?
No, Spence is down here. Just a little bit too much giddy up on that one.
Too much sauce?
Yeah. You get that close to the goal, you got to just kind of feel it.
A little blooper.
Lay it up in there over the top. Higher up and drop it down quickly if you can. That's the idea. Easy to say from up here in the fancy booth we're sitting in, but That's the idea. Loft it up over the top of their heads and drop it down where they can get under it.
That's easy for you to say.
Easy to say, harder to do.
Oh, they switched goalies?
I did. I think they just changed goalies for Issaquah here for the last 10 minutes of this.
Is he like the closer?
Yeah. And they give another goalie a chance to get some time in the game here. Oh, Issaquah's on a free break. He should be a clean shot at goal. And off the post, but it bounced back off. And clearly right there into one of the Grizzlies. And if he'll stop jumping around, I'll figure out who he is. I think by Cameron, yeah.
Oh, there's the announcer.
Yeah. So in the right place at the right time as it bounced off the goal. And the Grizzlies lead this match 2-1 here. 9:37 left to remain in this game. Lots of time left for anything to happen. Certainly don't want. And that should be a called play. And the penalty goes against number 14, Connor Hughes there on a push down from behind. The ball quickly put in play by Spencer. Back to the middle there. Grizzlies playing good ball control. White to white. Pass.
White to white. That's good. That's good play-by-play there. Rick.
Yeah. Maintain control.
Excuse me, I was thinking of last year. That was Riley Prescott.
Just thinking of last year, yeah.
Who do you say it was?
I don't know, but he was saying that he called, whoever he called was last year's that number.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. It was Riley Prescott, number 10, that scored that goal. And we'll go with that as Riley's got the ball right now up front with a nice cross into the Issaquah defender off the end line. Will be awarded a corner kick for the Grizzlies here. And substitution for the Grizzlies and for the Eagles here. 9 minutes remaining. Issaquah 1. Grizzlies 2. Setting up for the corner kick here. There's the ball up far side of the goal, off the head of a Grizzly. Back still in play. Grizzlies controlling it. And did not. The linesman said it went out. The referee didn't call it. Referee didn't call it. The linesman said it was out. The referee didn't believe him. And linesman's calling something over there, perhaps just an inbounds throw. Yep. So that ball just went out of bounds. It'll be an inbounds for Issaquah Eagles as they quickly throw it in. And out of bounds again off of the Grizzly. Looks like the Eagles are kind of playing a little bit lackluster, sloppy right down there on that inbounds play. It wasn't really well executed either way. And might be a little bit depression setting in with the score being 2-1.
Well, I don't know if it.
Certainly
6 minutes left. They've got plenty of time.
Should be more urgent than depressed. And let's see where it goes from here. There's the ball
I'm
going.
not sure you should have said that because that's like.
Oh. Nice little block there by Spencer Pettit as he let his goalie catch the ball. Look at him. Issaquah was complaining to the referee that he had his hands on his back, and he's got a good
complaint?
Good complaint because he did have his hands on his. There's another shot on goal. I went over the goalie's hands and over the goal, unfortunately, and way deep. It'll be a goal kick for Issaquah Eagles here. And you don't play this game by complaining to the ref. You play this game by playing it. So if that's what's going to happen out there, it's not going to do you any good. That ball's going to float a little too far out of bounds. Be an Eagle throw-in down on the far side. don't know if your camera gets down there. Yeah, it's getting down there, and then
You better believe it. We got all the right stuff here.
got the right stuff. Grizzlies controlling quickly here. Ball on the far side. Grizzlies do maintain control. Still maintaining control. Long ball. It'll go down. Be picked up on the far side of the field by
Somebody.
Eagles goalie. Long boot. Just playing boot ball now. Get control. Eagles have control. That's going to be called again over there for a grab. That's going to go against the Grizzlies. Or did it just go out? Oh, the ball went out of bounds. It wasn't a grab. It's an out of bounds ball. Sorry. Got to wait for the result here to declare what happened. Okay, dangerous situation here with the ball down the far side, and cleared out nicely by the Grizzlies. Now that was probably a little unnecessary to boot the ball down that far. It should have controlled it. Control the ball, White.
Boy, sometimes
Good
I'm
control.
just so amazed with the control that they can do with that ball.
Yeah, sometimes they do a really good job. Sometimes the ball bounces funny. But right now they're doing a pretty good job. Issaquah doing a good defensive job. This clock moves down to 3 minutes and 37 seconds remaining in this final period of this game here. Issaquah losing 2-1 to the Grizzlies here. Spencer Pettit controlling the ball. Oh, tried to pass it through, didn't quite make it. Again, Grizzlies seem to be having a little bit more ball control.
Oh.
Yeah, that was a clean tackle as he went flying over the top. I don't think he's going to call that anything but an out-of-bounds play. Nice gesture there by the Issaquah player to help him up.
Oh, is it a free kick?
No, it's going to be a throw-in on the far
Throw-in, okay.
side. Yeah, it was a good clean tackle. It happens, and sometimes it's the way the game's played. There's the ball in front of the goal. It kicked on the far side out by the Eagles. It will be a Grizzly throw-in on the far side. The clock is your friend, the Grizzlies, so maintain control of the ball and keep it down on this end of the field, and you can go home with a victory tonight.
I think I need to call the tent teardown crew.
The tent teardown crew?
Yeah, well, that's probably going to wind up being me.
Well, we'll see what we can work out here as the sun sets slowly in the west again tonight.
The sun, I think it's, let me look here. Yeah, I think it's gone there.
It's gone, right, yeah. Lots of daylight here in the northwest these time of year. We're getting like 13 and a half hours of daylight. Well, that might get called. Well, that just went out of bounds.
2 minutes of time will be kept on the field.
Well, you know, I don't get up until 11. Then I take a nap at 2, and then come and do a game. So
Well, you only see about 6 hours of daylight then.
yeah, that's right.
Well, we're into the last 2 minutes of this period here now. The field clock has been stopped by the control booth here. Official time being kept on the field. This is going to be close, and that could have been a goal.
Wow, and that's what you were talking about when it comes to luck, right?
Yeah, luck and a little break, and there's like a little letdown there, and it's lucky that was not a goal. So, fortunately for the Grizzlies, they just dodged a bullet, and they know it. That's the long ball down the field. Oh, there's going to be a penalty there, maybe. No, he didn't call that. He went right over his back, and he didn't call it. He's letting him play.
On, huh?
Yeah, I think it's probably a good call, especially for the Eagles, because they had the offensive there, and had he called and stopped play, all it does is just run the clock down some more. So I don't think they really should complain, or any fan should complain about not calling that. And it wasn't obviously intentional either.
I think, there's complaints about everything, though, right?
Yeah, but it was to the Issaquah advantage. There's going to be another shot on goal. And that one's wide of the goal. Wow. I saw the intensity is picked up here for the Eagles, as they tend to.
And some good shots.
A couple of really good shots. Some good hard play and some good skill play there. And
is it a corner kick?
well, they're going after the ball. Not sure where it's going. It looks like he's going to go. Yeah, it's going to be a corner kick here. This should be the last scoring opportunity here for the Eagles if they don't score. But the opportunity is there just the same. And that ball's up in the air, headed off of the Grizzlies, and cleared out by the Grizzlies. And there we go. Spencer Pettit clears it far downfield. And this ball game is over. Issaquah 1, Grizzlies 2. First win here for the Glacier Peak Grizzlies tonight. So been a great evening here for soccer. I'm glad you all tuned in to join us. And be sure to drop down to Fred's Rivertown Ale House if you're not all tucked up in bed right now.
Yeah, no, that is right. And then now tomorrow night, we've got, or tomorrow afternoon, 4 o'clock, we've got soccer.
Softball.
No, softball.
Girls softball tomorrow, 4 o'clock if you're in Glacier Peak against, who they playing? You know what the schedule is?
It's Snohomish Glacier Peak.
Oh, Snohomish Glacier Peak. So we should have a lot of fans turn out for that game, whether it being what it will be. So
and that's a back of the truck item. We'll have STSPN Command Center there.
Command Center in the back of the mobile
the mobile command center.
Mobile Command Center. All right.
We'll
see everybody tomorrow for Glacier Peak Snohomish softball right here at Glacier Peak High School.
Nope, Snohomish.
At Snohomish High School. And so for Ron Henthorne and Todd Elvig here tonight for STSPN and all our fans and sponsors, we'll see you tomorrow. Good night, everybody.
Good night.